Alrighty, g'day everyone, and welcome. Hope everyone's well. Alrighty, g'day everyone. Day of the stack. That's shouldn't be long. I don't know exactly, but hopefully it won't be long. I think the desktop version too. I sent out I think I got it right. I'm not sure. I think I sent out the notification just then on the stream, but maybe I got something wrong, so apologies there. But anyway, so welcome everyone. Just familiarise yourself with his standard disclaimer that says everything is for educational purposes and you are responsible for your own decisions. All right, so let's jump in. All right, so the markets continue down. We spoke about this being one of two things. Either three-line strike and move back up, or we saw on some of the other pairs, this pattern and follow through because we had the pause bar. So I'm expecting follow through with the pause bar, which we got. Now we've tagged this low and we're getting a little bit of some wicks here. So we'll just see what becomes of this. So back into, where's the anchor? The anchor's right here. So here was the uptrend anchor. So you can clearly see that we went into uptrend through here. So well and truly price acceptance. Here though, we haven't actually entered back into downtrend. So this is just faking out around the low. If we get a push through the low here, then yes. Close here, then I've got to concede that now we're in a downtrend. So see how that a lot of times that makes all the difference. And I will show you an example of that in Aussie, New Zealand as well. So you still want to be a little bit cautious. So kind of neutral to risk off here is where I'm at. NASDAQ similar, Dow Jones similar, kind of, breaking under the base channel too, which is not what I wanted to see. You can see we clearly had the bounce here, so that triggered correctly the VIX. Is this a false breakout? Yeah, we'll just wait and see. Got a rising 20 period here as well, so yeah, not ideal. So they're still within this sort of medium volatility range. All right, so dollar index. Dollar index pushed down. Downtrend. So we're actually in a downtrend. Needs to break this to resume uptrend. But, clearly we've got this attempted follow through. But really we just went nowhere here. So just be a little cautious with that. The euro dollar. G'day, Howard. Euro dollar is just in a bit of funk. So look, a lot of double-sided price action here. What's the range of this move? It's not much, is it? For what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days? 6 days we've moved 100 pips. What's that? 15, 16 pips a day? 16.67. How was that? All right, so kind of not getting anything with that. However, some that I do like. Now I've got a reasonably big watch list, which I did post on the app as well. So I don't know whether it's appeared under streams, the Android app. Hope it did. Hope I got it right. It's the first time I've used it. Stream, click on stream. Yeah. London session review, it's there, but the video is not playing. I think it's YouTube having some fun with me. One moment, folks. Yeah, that's there. No, it's not made for kids. I flicked it off. I actually checked that too. Alright, it might be back. There we go. It is there. Bonus. It is there. Bonus. Sorry. Hang on, I'll stop mucking around. Hey Justin. Alright, so there's a few here that I like. Tuesday, so neutral to risk off. So let's go through these one at a time. Now incidentally too folks, I thought for our workshops, I've spoken with a couple of people, some students and some other trader friends, and what we'll probably do for some of the workshops is go through some maybe some problems that they're having with market structure, or some of the items that they've been looking at in terms of market structure, and even some examples of how they've read a chart. So I spoke with a couple of people about that, and they're interested, and I think that will make good learning sessions where we'll be able to pull apart and do a lesson just as I would in sort of mentoring with a fraction of the cost, obviously. All right, so I think that's going to be very worthwhile. That'll allow me to go sort of dig a bit deeper. Yeah, Justin, I think it'll be great. Allow us to sort of pull apart, what you're seeing. So it'll be a lesson for the individual, but it'll be learning and reinforcing for everybody else. Silver I liked last week. Now we're getting this divergence between gold and silver. Let's have a quick look at gold. Gold actually looks short. We're getting this divergence between gold and silver. So silver had a nice push from the low here. So it's broken the low, pushed up, and then it was giving this pullback. So I actually posted this one. I don't know whether you saw this. So very similar structure from the low that I used, the base channel, center line of the base channel, accelerated channel. We can clearly see very accelerated and a break through the high. And then the pullback, which I was hoping that it bounced here, and I gave the entry there, but it came back to the center. And yes, it is too, Justin. Thank you. So I like this. I like this structure. I like this whole pattern. Yeah, this is usually indicative of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wave move. We can clearly see third wave through here. This has got that look. This is all lining up within this sort of framework that I use. And I wasn't the one that created this. I've learnt this one. Howard knows this as well, but I use this extensively in all of my trading. So this was the entry through here, and I think my stop was here, so I don't know whether some of you got stopped out, but that was good. These are the excuse me. So I took my target and exited here around B wave, but I'm liking this now from this V reversal, this push here. But some of you will notice we're getting the V reversal and we're getting, look, this harmonic head and shoulders as a continuation. Right? So this is one of my favourite patterns, these. Head and shoulders as a continuation. Entry through there or here. So you can see we've pushed up here. Pausing here. So a little bit of chop, but I'm looking to see how it plays out around this neckline. So if it does, here's the upside target. So here's the 50%. Here's the 100%. So I'm looking to re-enter this one. Silver. Came back here, look, right on the 20 period as well. I'm just a little mindful too of the 20 period on the excuse me, the weekly. So gold. So let's do gold while I'm at it. The gold push down. I didn't really want to see it push down. I had a nice sort of count through here. I still think it's valid as an A, a B and a C. But as we know, gold has a tendency to kind of fake out and sort of carry on. So this probably is the double zigzag. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into A, B, and then looking for, 5 ways down into C. That's what I'm looking at. G'day, Safe. But I have to go with what we're seeing at the moment. So it's around this low. So I'm just being a bit cautious with this one. But we can't deny what we're seeing. Nice move down through here. The daily's below the low. We're getting just this weak pullback. When I drop down to the 4 hour, you can see we've got a nice potential third. We're getting A, B, C through here, which is good. So here's that break level. Here's our swings. So I want to see this in here and break this low. A, B, C. Right back to the 20. So that's good. So it's not bad. Yes, look, it does have a little bit of a look here where we've got this, this price void. So, could it sort of come back and fake out up here before going down? Yes. That's why I think it'll be important to wait for, here's a 20. Wait for something maybe in here, a smaller swing, or wait for a, definitive break of this or set up in there. This is what I don't like. I prefer to see these, smoother, as most of you know, and then with a, nice little pullback in here, not this, this big move. These are kind of not as high probability, but it's there. It's there. We have to go with what we see. One that I've been watching for a while but haven't put on, Euro Oz. So the weekly, I was watching how it played out around the 20, but we've undercut, faked out this low. So we've got a big double bottom on the weekly, but, look, as you know, patterns are patterns. I want to trade what the emotion is coming out of it and the order flow. So you can clearly see we've got a bullish 180 here. We've got a bullish engulfing, which is actually the 180 as well. So this is good. And we've got, let's just have a quick look. So we did briefly, yeah, it's there. Just. All right, so there's class B divergence on the weekly. Let's have a look through here on the daily. So this is what we want to see with the double bottom. So big move into it. And then kind of weakish move, second move. See this here? Lack of commitment. I was watching it. It just, where it was on the weekly wasn't ideal. But all through here I was watching. Right, this is where I do use divergence. See this? All right, so there's triple divergence through there with the 3 drive look. So looking for that pop. So it was messy in there, but watching it around there. So what we've now got is the inverted head and shoulders. There's the neckline through there. So we popped there and you can see it was messy. So I was right to sort of stand aside with this. Change of trend, 40-60 box. Right here, from this swing. We've got a trend line through here. Excuse me. So we can clearly see it. That's better. Pausing at the trend line. So selling coming in. Nice dominant candle here, outside engulfing. This is what we want to see. So here's the short-term moving average. Here's the 20. So we've got a nice little air gap. But I want to see how this plays out. See if we can get a pop through there. Find some sort of entry in there. So drill down to the 4 hour. So here's that movement away from that trend line. So you can see it validated that. Pop back up and we're consolidating here. So we've got the weakening trend. We've got hopefully this reset. Here's the anchor by the looks of it. Here's the 20. So we're back into this. So that would be a BC in there. So really just looking for a breakthrough here, but so close to the high. Looking for a swing in there. Euro Oz. So I thought that one was worthy. Hopefully another couple of days play out, allow the moving averages to catch up. Otherwise it's got that just a little bit of an extended look. It's not bad though, we're not getting divergence through here. It's kind of still reasonable. We are getting it in here, which is okay. We've got some low swings anyway. So Euro Oz. Alright, so some of these yen pairs. Singapore yen. Some of these yen pairs are actually moving back up. Some of them are counter trend. Singapore yen though is still in a trend, an uptrend. So there's its anchor. The only concern here is it might just go sideways a little more. However, we were watching this for breaks of these key levels. Notice we really didn't get it. It kind of kept us out of, losing trades. What I like though is, here's the anchor. No break. So it's actually still uptrending, even on the 4 hour. Nice fake out through here. So here's the anchor to just this downtrend move. So just in terms of what I'm looking at here, so we might have an anchor here to the uptrend, but then we also do have these downtrend anchors, don't we? So that rejoins the trend, so it goes out of this. It's still ranging, but it actually starts to now kind of join the trend out of this structure. This is why the ABC is so powerful, because it breaks through here. So we need this short-term sort of trend through here. Yes, we're still ranging here. Here's the anchor. But this is where it kind of rejoins and gets ready to sort of continue the trend. That makes sense? We've even seen that. Lokesh was good at picking them. We're in a big horrible range. When it started to break this corrective anchor through here, corrective anchor, that's the right name for it. That's when we actually started to see a bit of momentum come in. So the 4 hour is the anchor here. So we're above the 20, got a nice move here, weak pullback. That's tackling this. So this is worth looking to see how it behaves around here. Looking to get an entry through here. One swing would be enough. See the structure here? Fake out through here, shakes everybody out. There's a little corrective anchor there. So we're above that. So into this one swing like that on the 60-minute would be enough to take the break. Notice it here. See it attempted it there? Although no, that wasn't it, sorry. So it's through it with momentum. So we've got a bullish engulfing on the 60-minute. Weak pullback. So here's a 20, little flat. Be nice to see this start to curl up. So maybe a push, couple of pauses, and then shallow pullback, and then through. Thought that was worthy. Singapore yen. Not bad. Very weak. You can make a case also if you want. Look. For the head and shoulders. Alright, dollar Chinese yuan again. It's a good trade on this last week. So uptrend continues, pull back, nice pause bar through, getting maybe just a tad extend. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. Still got that tickly throat from COVID. All right, so the big pullback, the move. So here was that US CPI news. Weak pullback. Some nice little structure in there. Was that the trade that we took? Yeah, yes, it was. Nice pullback here. Back to the 20. Here's is that the anchor on the 4 hour? No, it's back here. So move back here, move up. We're holding the 20. And here's the short term one. Short term. So we're just kicking up. So this is a good look here. So short term momentum joining longer term. So here's our A, B, and we've got a little shallow C here. That's our entry through B. Not bad. No, not really getting anything there. $60 minutes a little wide. But we can clearly see the shakeout through here. Yeah, this is not bad. Might get that one more shakeout and then through. That would be okay. So getting that cut with handle look here. So those of you that know, also spoken about this before. 1, 2 pullbacks to the short-term moving average, and then it pulls back to the bigger one, the medium term. See that? Here's another one. 1, 2, and then pull back to the bigger one. That one failed, but that's often what it does. So that's where that early momentum is. See this? You know, if it keeps pulling back, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, these ones, the probability gets lower with those because it's due for that bigger move back, the bigger correction. Yeah, it's 8, Hassam. So Hassam's asked what's the shorter one. And I've always had it there, very light. It was 8 EMA. So you can use, 8, 21 EMA. You can use a 9 and a 20 SMA. It's up to you. So I actually use an 8 EMA and a 20 SMA, just to be different. And as you know, there's nothing special about it. You know, stock trading, I use 10 SMA, a 9 or a 10. Okay, dollar Chinese. So look at a few of the others. Dollar yen going nowhere. Oops, sorry, let me go back to that dollar yen. So see, we're in this big triangle. Letting that play out. So once again, here we go. 1, 2. So here we're back to the. Here's that shorter MA right here. Here's the 20. So looking for this to catch up in maybe some sort of triangle. See this, Howard? A, B, clearly 3 ways through there. Maybe C, D, and E, something like that. That would make sense. Allow it to come back. Looking for an entry sort of somewhere through there. It's one of your favourites, Howard, isn't it? The barrier triangle may not get right up there. You might get a BD trend line through here as well. A lot of these ones moved. This one we liked a while ago into resistance. Still there, Howard? Dollar Singapore we liked back here as well. That moved, look. Very good. Yes, Howard, I was looking at that. All right, so dollar Thai baht. Weekly is okay. We've got the cup with handle that we're looking at. So here is that move on CPI numbers. So wide range bar, pause bar, continuation. So we have the cup with handle completed. It's pausing here. So we've got, look, here it is again. So there's the bigger move back to the 20. So this is the early momentum back to the 8 through here. Sitting right on resistance. Major resistance. So look at the pattern we're getting at major resistance. So from that low, big structure through here. Here's that corrective anchor. Move up. So 1, 2. Are we getting 3, 4? Highly possible. So this could be our flat, kind of type of running flat. So A, B, shallow C again, A, B, shallow C. So looking for a breakthrough there. Looks good. Bull market territory. 60-minute is a bit wide and sloppy, so just be careful of these. It is an exotic. I'll just drill down a little bit just to get your structure, but use the 4 hour as your stop. It won't be too tight. We can get one more swing in here to lean the stop in here. That would be better, rather than sort of swinging down here. Just remember that, 60-minute time frame can be noisy too. G'day, Heinrich. Yes, very good. So Heinrich has highlighted we've got news coming up this week, so be mindful of that as well. They've got FOMC tomorrow. My time, is that right? No. So often we'll get a bit of front running, Heinrich, lay you to profit. Other times they can often just go to sleep. But you certainly want to be mindful of that. So that is one in a day and a half. So this week, so it's Tuesday 5 p.m. here in Melbourne, or 5:30. So it's not until Wednesday 4 a.m. my time. So we may get a bit of front running here before it. And we've got some pound news on Thursday as well, my time. Some euro, and then Powell speaks. So good question. Thanks, Howard. All right, so dollar Thai baht. So yes, often we'll get a little bit of front running move, and then it goes to sleep, or it could just kind of go to sleep and not really trigger until after the event, Heinrich. So just be mindful of that. A lot of times the bigger players push it before because, you know, does news get out? I believe so. All right, Aussie yen. Daily looks good. Nice push through here. We like this back here. It's broken the high. Only broken out of this big structure through here. Now we're getting the pullback underneath. Shakes everybody out through here. Stops them out. Yes, Heinrich. So Heinrich says, so if you're in a trade, would you look at moving your stops to break even or something like that? Yes, absolutely. So if you're in profit, protect your profit. You may want to take some of your trade off, or maybe all of your trade. I'd certainly, I tend to err on the side of just closing the trade out, because you do get that little bit of that volatility, can actually, stop it out early. So I don't kind of like to gamble on it. I just take the trade off. But if you think you've got a reasonable buffer, you can hang on to it, take something off, hedge your bets. All right, so this move through here, big sharp move here, back to the 20. So here's another example here. So notice these first few, back to the 8, and then back to the 20. This was pretty choppy in here though, so that was hard. We did find some trades though, in around here. My only concern with this is the kind of the sharpness here, right? But it is what it is. When we drill down, right now in the lessons you've heard me talk about, don't treat a trend line like a glass floor or ceiling, one tap and it's broken. Because often, if they're drawn correctly too, the bigger players will shake it down and then move off again. Because there's a lot of people, a lot of traders that will take an entry just on the break. Yeah, sometimes I'll do that, but otherwise I prefer to wait for the entry afterwards. All right, so what do we got here? So the anchor's right up here on the 4 hour. So it's got to move through. We've got the 20 here starting to curl. So this is worth looking for trade entry as it starts to, starts to move off. There's the 4 hour anchor. Let's have a look at the 60 minute. So where's the anchor on the 60? It's actually here. So we've broken this 60 early. Nice momentum through here. Back to the 20. Nice. Oh, there we go. Look, there's an actual entry right there. Did anyone see that? Howard or Alistair? That was worthy. Absolutely. Oh, nice little base through here. Nice momentum. Shake out back to the 20. Stop. Entry there. Stop there. So that was worth it. That was definitely a trade. Only gone 15, 16 pips. 25 pip stop. Oh, very good, Justin. Yeah. 2.5R in the 1 minute. Fantastic. Okay, so even if you trade shorter term, that is clear trigger, isn't it? Clear trigger of a higher time frame setup. There's the structure. Get used to drawing the swings. All right, now, according to Gann, that's a swing in there, an outside bar. You get used to drawing your swings. It's all the way through there. Look at that. Well, there we go. We were made to draw these by hand. You know what? I didn't like doing it. I went kicking and screaming, but trust me, it makes a difference. You can just quickly see them. It does, and then you can quickly identify, yep, this is corrective, this is nice momentum. All right. So we just want to see a little bit more momentum coming. Got a nice little left-right combo here. So bullish engulfing on a doji. Yeah, Howard. Okay, A, B, 5 waves down, 3 waves up. Looks to be in here. 5 waves there as well. Now I know that's probably slight, or it may not be slightly overlapping, that one. Alright, so we've actually got a zigzag through there. And it has the look as well. So we've actually got our center line reversal. Oops, I didn't draw that too straight. Right, so it's showing strength. Yeah, there's 5 there, Howard. Look, these are swings. See it there? There's your corrective. So what do we got from the low? Leading diagonal. Better not spend too much time on this as well. Right, pull back through here, look. Yep. Right, and this looks like the start of third, doesn't it? Alright, how's that? Oh, you didn't want the whole lot. Alright. Okay, we got it anyway, didn't we? Right, so a little bit of a concern that this maybe still looks corrective, but what I like about this is, you know, the nice momentum out of here. So I've got to run with that. Maybe a little deep here, but this looks like 1, 2, maybe 3, 4 in here, or 3, 4 in there. I'm not gonna drill right down. That looks like 5 there. And the A, B, C in there, or this could still be A, B, C in here. The fact that this has got rejected, yeah, we'll wait and see. Yeah, 4 into 1. Yes, it could be, but this could be 1, 2. Excuse me. 1, 2. Right, this. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it gets moving. See that? We're looking at the 1 hour too. There, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, it looks like 1 here as well. Like 1, 2, 1, 2. See there? Now that could be the character of this pair. I haven't studied it enough to find out. All right, let's keep moving, folks. All right, CAD yen, very similar. Just be careful with some of these. This is pretty sharp. What we don't want to see is, a move here and then a weak move, like AJ was looking, and then a, move down, or, a deeper corrective in here. Just be careful of that, only because of these sharp moves. Oh, Lokesh, you are here. So welcome. There we go. We were just talking about you before. All good. So you can see the structure through here. This is clearly 5. Look. Through there. So we've got the reset through here. We spoke about this one too, didn't we? This ABC here, through here. Entry through there. That was a great little trade. So there's our zigzag through here. Lokesh, we're talking about the internal corrective anchors like these when they break. So big anchor here, range, and then when this little one breaks like this, you can get opportunity in there. And I said how you've been seeing those. So there we go. All right, so CAD yen. So big ABC through here. Right, if you want to do your count through here, Howard, have a look at it. So, okay, there's a new low in here, new little shakeout low. So very similar here. We've got momentum coming in. 4 hour anchors right up here. Oops. Oh, you have. Good for you. All right, remember the 40-60 box here as well. Whether you believe in Fibonacci or not, look, around the low. Oh, there you go, right into the low on the shakeout. So start our kind of our count from here. So it's a little funky, but there's momentum there. It's above the 20, so we're getting. So right here is a 60-minute anchor. So we had that fake out, a little bit wicky here. So look for continuation longs on this one. Right, notice here, look, uses the 20. So it uses the 20 as resistance, then bang, gets squeezed into it. See that? Right, so that's the squeeze play, but just on a, using the 8 and the 20. Notice see the pausing through there? So anyway, look for longs. No, there's nothing there yet. CAD yen. All right, Euro yen, very similar. So 1, 2 back to the 8. All right, so yes, it is getting a little extended, but it is what it is. If momentum starts to come in, we need to just ignore that and say, well, 1, 2, and then it goes back to the 20. So the daily looks okay. No anchor break. So look at the 4 hour. Oh. Anchor. Yes, Howard. So Howard's talking about Dow theory. So here's the anchor. Then we've got, Dow theory entry. What about this one? When it does it the second time. All right, there's two names for that. So first begins with J. There you go. There's the abbreviations. What are they? Anyone? All right, Euro yen. Well, so a nice little push in the low, little corrective here. We've got momentum coming here. Look, it's holding the momentum. So look for, pull back, entry long. This is 4 hour. So 60-minute look like. All right. Before we move on to that, I'll tell you what it is. So the first one, Jesse Livermore trend change. Okay, so that's this. 1, 2. So before it breaks the anchor, does a Dow theory trend change twice. So often what that will do is help with where it actually turns into a corrective, turns more into a new trend beginning before it breaks the anchor. So that's what I look for. And the other one here is a double failure swing low. There we go. Not trying to sound good, that's what they're called. Valid. So Euro yen is that big pullback. ABC right there, back to the 20. Anyone see that one? All right, so look for another setup through here. All right, so if you stick around too, I'll show you what they are. That one, I'll go into those in detail. Anchor. Show you how to draw the base channels, that sort of thing. So these are the sort of lessons that I enjoy teaching folks. All right, so from the low here, look, clearly third wave price action. My only concern, as I said here on the higher time frame, this could pull back a bit harder. So just keep that in mind. They are low cash. So I'll come back to British pound, but low cash has picked it up. The pound looks very similar. Pound yen, very steep, back to the 20. Weekly's okay. Right on the 20 on the weekly as well. So it's a good spot to bounce from. So these big moves we finally got some movement. It took a while. We finally got it and got some trades out of these big extended moves. So this one here, where is the anchor? Here 4 hour, you can see that very, very tight channel into the 200, negating this price void. So you can clearly see we've got some momentum coming in here, haven't we? So if we took what we just learnt, one there, we've got it, haven't we? Here's the anchor. We've actually got it there, haven't we? See the result. Through the 20, squeezed into it. How are you finding the lessons so far, folks? A little bit different, a little bit more involved, or a bit much initially? Very good, Safe. Thank you. Safe says great. All right, so here's this inefficient move, looking for this to be filled, which it is. Thanks, Howard. All right, so this move's been filled. So we want to see what it does from now on. So same thing there. There it is there. So there's the swing there, ranging through. So that's at the point where it went through there. So 60-minute anchors here. Yeah, very good, Justin. Yes, it's good. Appreciate that, folks. So it's approaching the anchor. You just want to see now how it behaves. Do we get a little breakout through here? A little accumulation. Just be careful of the 200 here. We might even just get the, pop straight through. We might even get the squeeze at the 200. That'd be ideal. Then you know the anchor's broken. All right, so that's worthy. That's on the list, folks. Gold we did. So the last one is the British pound. So the only thing in its favour here, not a lot of the other British is not working, not moving. GBP, the British pound index. See here, we've got this double bottom again. We're just bouncing from this. That's all. So you can see the weekly, it's right on it. Okay, Howard. So daily, you can see a fake out through the low divergence. So really just look at the short-term moving average is right here, so be careful of that. But just looking to see whether this has got potential to be an actual reversal through here. Divergence there. We had our count through here. Well, you can work on that one, Howard, if you want. This looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, divergence into 5 with some smaller waves through here. See that? So in any case, looking for this to move back. So the 4-hour chart. Clearly see we've got that break through the low move, taking in all the shorts, and now getting ready to run them out. Anchors right back up here. Swing here, so we've got the Dow theory trend change, got a little move here, so we get that break there. That'll actually be the Jesse Livermore trend change. See there? 1, 2, there's a swing there. So just looking for something through here. 20 though, looks still pretty sharp. It's getting above it. So you want it. Sorry about all the coughs, folks. Oh, there we go, look. Beautiful ABC through there. Take your partial at the high, which you've done. Maybe just bring your stop up a little bit if you took that one. And try and let this run. Oh gosh, okay, there's a few that I missed. A few that I missed this afternoon too. Alright, so got no choice but to look for patterns afterwards. So some okay setups, folks. I will post the watch list. Some couple of mentions. worth mentioning. Aussie, New Zealand. We spoke about this. Being the pullback in here. So looking for the cut with handle. That's what we got. But also we've got weakening trend, reset. Didn't even break the anchor. Back off. Great example, folks, for your market structure. The app, mark the app when you're going to be active. Well, I think I'm active on it now. Safe. Pretty sure. If you got the Android app, sign up, click on stream. And I'm there. See? Oh, it's echoing. You click on the little talk button. You click on the little. There's the watch list. Talk button. You click on the little. There's the watch list. Talk button. You click on the little. There's the watch list. Talk button. There you go. All right, so I thought this was worth a mention. Aussie, New Zealand. Good one for your playbook. I don't know whether anyone found. Here we go. So here's one for you, Lokesh. Break of the corrective structure, anchor. Nice little weak pullback here to the 20. This is all in hindsight. Entry there, stop here, partial there. Don't know whether anyone saw that. Try to get into the habit also, folks, of seeing this as it's forming. Do your analysis. Through there, this looks like the high. This is 60-minute. Anchor break through here, so we're downtrending. Anchor break through there. Shakeout into the 20. P pattern. 20's right here. Pretty good. Back to 38. 30, 40, 60 bucks. Anyway, look, it's gotten away, so not much we can do now. Bitcoin. So I've been watching this. Had this big sharp move, and then it negated with the news. Got this spike into the low. But remember this through here. We spoke about this one. I didn't like this for a pullback. I thought it had that look of the stirrup. Sorry, the cradle. That's exactly what it did. We're getting this similar look here, aren't we? Got the climactic. Shake out through the low, anchor. So if you like your cryptos, wait for something in there to squeeze. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait till it gets in here, and then you've got the 200 coming in. So there we go, folks. Look out for the watch list if you haven't already got it. Good session. Big session. Keep your eye out. Yeah, I think so too, Hassam. Hassam has said too many obstacles. I think so. And that's one of the skills too, isn't it, folks? You've heard me say before, and Yo-Yo was very big on it. Yo-Yo picked it up. If I look through and I can't find too many obstacles and too many things wrong, well, there might actually be a trade there somewhere. So I'm looking at what's bad about it. So what that's doing is it's stopping that case building bias that I have. All right? So I've created a habit out of that where no, horrible, terrible, choppy. Oh, this is not bad. All right? So I've created a habit out of that, and it takes time. All right? That's what trading's all about, creating new positive habits, folks. All right. Good session, folks. Take care, trade safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for Workshop Wednesday. Alrighty, bye for now.